Mondli Tshabalala. My first day in a new school, grade 7 at Lynn Primary. I met this other kid who was also new. His name, Mondli. We seemed to get along quite good. We were paired in the same class and we formed a friendship. Mondli was a great guy, genuine guy. He was into hip-hop and he could crump. That was huge back then. Although new, his crumping made him popular in the school. Plus, he was from Tembisa, so he was relatively known. No one fucked with Mondli because he won't hesitate to fuck you up. Trust me, he wasn't no bitch. He was a new kid, but only on paper. Everybody knew who he was. My ties were all new. I was in uncharted territory. One could even say a foreigner. Me and Mondli became good friends. I liked him. He was always so good to me and he was talented. He was my link to how the new kids in the territory operated. I learned early on that I shouldn't be timid or these new kids would take advantage of me. People needed to know that I wasn't no pussy and that I could hold my own. So early in the first term, I fucked up some kid named Lameboy who tested my frame. It wasn't my intention to beat up the kid, but he initiated everything, and worse, there were eyes looking. If I back down, I am doomed forever. I had to get my hands dirty. I fucked him up. Perfect. You see, he didn't know I had ties in Gomorrah and that I could fight. He thought I was just some cheese boy. Big mistake, Lane boy. Poor kid. After I fucked him up, he was sent to the principal's office for initiating the fight. My stock grew after the fight and no one fucked with me again. I was worthy of chilling with Mondli. Mondli, being a cool kid and all, contemplated of purchasing a new bag in the second term. He wanted a Carrymore. Truthfully speaking, I didn't even know the bag. He told me the bag cost 1,200. I was appalled. However, he was deadly serious. On the day he was supposed to purchase the bag, he couldn't find it, so he settled and bought a Red Mountain bag. I don't know what it was, but it was a cool bag. I didn't care much about bags, but that Red Mountain bag was awesome, period. He was one of the few people in school at the time who had a Red Mountain bag, and his peers were envious. Still, he expressed his disappointment to me for not getting the Carrymore bag. I still didn't know what it was. Then one day, we saw a kid from Sapir High School with a Carrymore bag and he pointed it to me. I was confused. It looked like his Red Mountain bag exactly. I'm not even exaggerating. They looked the same. The only difference was the branding. That interaction seemed to only compound Mondli's disappointment. So after 2 weeks of purchasing that Red Mountain bag, he decided he wanted another bag. He told me he saw this cool night bag that cost 900 and that he would buy it. I thought he was kidding, but the next week he bought it. That's not all. He gave me his Red Mountain bag. It was basically new. He had only used that Red Mountain bag for 2 to 3 weeks. Couldn't believe it. I was grateful and I thanked him. Before the Red Mountain bag, I had this huge bag that had wheels. Yes, unfortunately I was that kid. But now I had a Red Mountain bag. In just one move, Mondli elevated my status to a cool kid. I will always love Mondli for that. That guy's love for me was genuine. I used that Red Mountain bag until the 9th grade in high school. True, I used it sparingly in high school, but it lasted that long, for 3 years. Mondli and I attended the same high school. I still had my Red Mountain bag, while his Nike bag was a dinosaur. In fact, he couldn't even remember it anymore. Mondli's last contribution in my life was Senzile. In the 8th grade, he saw her and lost his mind. He's the guy I'm talking about on the Senzile post. Now do you understand Senzile's significance in my life? Senzile is linked to Mondli Tshabalala and hence, she will forever be perfect. Mondli Tshabalala was the best. Thank you, God, universe, for that wonderful interaction. I'm eternally grateful.